doing, folks? Hope you're well. Join me on Sunday the 30th of Jan 2022, and we are about to do a few lanes. I was doing a bit of work and I decided that I just needed to get away from my computer for a short while. And although it's quite late in the day, I wanted to do a few lanes. So here we are. I'll put the details as ever in the description below. Put the Trailwise IDs on there. For those of you that are members of Glass, you'll be able to quickly check them out. If you're not a member of Glass, do so. It's very cheap for what you get. Not only do you get access to Trailwise 2, oh, a bit scratchy, you also get the benefits of a lovely community and the support that you get with being part of an association. So put the details below, and let's get into it. I'll just adjust that camera before I get to too much further down this lane. Looks like it could be fairly scratchy, this one. Narrow anyway, definitely narrow. I might just lean over and fold my wing mirrors in actually. Let's do the offside. Let's do the driver's side. I have lost a wing mirror. Not like lost as in couldn't find it, but cracked a wing mirror on a lane very similar to this. I think it's always best to err on the side of caution. You've heard me say that before, you'll hear me say it again. Though to be fair, with the amount of Freelanders you see in breakers and whatnot these days, I mean, they're approaching that age, aren't they? They're not, sorry, I'm just getting rid of my keys. They're not like new vehicles anymore. You know, there's plenty of them on the road now, which I mean, this is 20 years old. That's only just registered actually in my mind. 20th birthday this year. And with that being said, a lot of them are ending up in landfill, essentially, in the scrappers. So you can pick up stuff like wing mirrors for very cheap. I think I picked up my one on eBay for, I don't know, 10-15 quid, 15 maybe, something like that. Yeah, it's a nice little lane. I do have a memory of having done this one before. Looks like it's had a little bit of pruning work done on it since then. Looks like it's been cut back, which is good. Thankful to whoever did that. If it was you, let yourself know, be known in the comments, so I can thank you personally. I know that a lot of laners are pretty diligent with removing obstructions. I know there's a fine line between messing with a lane that you're not really meant to be messing with and removing an obstruction. But I'm glad that whoever's doing it is looking after the rights of way. Thank you for that. Bit of a wall collapse there, that's going to happen occasionally. Very scenic to the left. caught a little bit of that in camera just then. In fact, this road is it's not all that bumpy. I'm just going to drop into second and idle in second for a bit. So last video I was talking, I think it was last or the video before, I was talking about sorting my garage out. So I've got a garage, it's about a width and a half. It's not a double, it's not a single. The challenge is the height. I can't get into it. It's a bit of a step there. That could potentially be challenging going the other way. And it's the height. I can't, because old boy's got a lift and big tyres. Can't quite get him in. So I was thinking about raising the roof on the garage and all this sort of stuff, and sort of going down that train of thought. And essentially what I've decided is I'm probably going to knock the whole garage down and just start again. It's got a pit, which I'll keep. It's got a nice concrete floor, which I'll keep. The roof and everything, I'm having an asbestos assessment done. I'm pretty sure the roof's asbestos and I don't want to touch that and tamper with it. So I'll leave that to the professionals. And it might be a case of everything else just gets built. I get a brickie in. I'd quite like to be active on that process because I do enjoy a bit of carpentry. So sometimes with tradies though, they don't want you messing with it. It's just like they prefer to just get in and out and do it themselves to a standard. I'm just going to slow down a tiny bit there as it gets narrow. Yeah, they prefer to just do it themselves to a standard, wouldn't they? So maybe I'll just leave them do it. But yeah, I've got a list as long as my arm of jobs I want to do as soon as I can actually get the vehicle in the garage. It's the main reason I bought this property, or one of them, obviously being in the Buxton and Derbyshire areas, the main draw, but also I wanted a garage to do some maintenance. So just to the left there, that's actually a separate lane individually. This is a separate lane, and this is where the three converge. So I'm going to take this right. It's slightly longer, and like I say, I'll put IDs down below. It's a bit of a tight climb here, a couple of rock steps, but I'm sure it'll be right. And I'll put the IDs so you can have a go at these yourself in the description. Speaking of the description, it looks like there's been some trees cleared here. Oof. That was probably snapped in that storm hour, and perhaps we've done some clearing work. So yeah, as I was mentioning, the comments and description below, I'll put some details in there on the lane. But what I'd value from you lot is, because I do want to grow the channel, and I do have sort of ideas to share more content, more how-tos, as well as a bit of a vlog. So like as I do the wrap to coating and things like that, there's not a huge amount in the Freelander community of people actively putting out content. You know, if you have a look at like Defender or Disco bloggers, because they are such a popular vehicle, there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of channels on them. There's not quite as much for Freelanders, because you know they are considered like a soft roader by many, not by me, but by many. They have their limitations, don't get me wrong, but I think that puts off a lot of the serious like overland channels and stuff. They never use them, so there's not a huge amount of content, and I'd like to just fill that gap. So if you do enjoy that sort of stuff and you do want to see more, just be a little bit more active in the comments for us, even if it's just a thumbs up, even if it's just a cheers or just a hello, doesn't matter. It just helps YouTube tell people that content is popular,
and it shows it to more people. You know, worst case scenario is you're spreading the message of responsible laning, which can't be a bad thing. And you know, best case scenario is you know, it contributes something to the community, hopefully. Strange off camber section here. It's quite a camber to go around the corner. Well, I clear just about. Strange. I thought I'd run out of room on the left there on the offside because I took that corner. Do you know what? These little bumps, I bet they'd be fun on two wheels. And they'd be going at 5 miles an hour like me though. If anybody here does ride, anybody watching this does ride two wheels, let me know down in the comments what you ride, because it's something I've considered getting. Considered getting myself a little motorbike. No intentions of giving up four-wheel driving, but I do like the idea of something cheap, lightweight, cheap to run. You know, something that I can just do, almost like little recce missions on. Nice little lane this. I love the undulations. So yeah, if you're a two-wheeler, let me know in the comments. Bit of a muddy section here. The camera, especially because I've got stabilise on the camera, it'll flatten out quite a lot of what I've just done. It was actually quite undulating, and some of the cambers were pretty, I wouldn't say challenging, but certainly not flat. I like this vibe. Quite a flat track, good visibility, so I'm just going to speed up a little bit. There's no cattle or anything around, so no blind corners. To the bottom of this lane, I'll just turn you off and check the map, because there's another lane that connects with this I'd like to do. I'd like to show you. And I think we can maybe make this a little series of 4 lanes, this video. You'll notice the last couple of videos I've done have been like a series of 2 or 3 lanes, and for me that's a good length of time. You know, I don't want to be watching or recording like 2 hours worth of content at a time. It's just a lot to process. You know, by the time you bounce it down, I'll take like 3-4 hours or whatever for the laptop to process. It's just nice to get a little wave off that farm actually. Right, let's pause up here, check the map. Cool, there's a little left turn there. Just put you back on camera. Just wanted to check the map. Just double check that camera's focusing. It's not focusing on the windscreen. Sweet. This lane looks like it's been pruned as well recently. Nice and wide traction. So far, everyone I've met in the area, I'm so surprised to have even got a little wave off that farmer. Everyone seems lovely, and I think this is a point worth discussing actually. This directly relates with size of convoy.
there was once where I've been in a situation whereby a group accidentally joined with another group, you know, like sort of bumped into each other going in the same direction, and there was like an unhealthy amount of people together. I don't even know how many, but certainly over the recommended 4, 5, 6. And you cause a nuisance. There's no two ways about it. You cause a nuisance, it's imposing, it can be intimidating. And every time, you know, I've been in a larger group, even those groups that are pushing the sort of up to 6, it does say sort of up to 6, that to me would be at the very maximum when you're out in the middle of nowhere and not passing farms and that sort of stuff. I'm just going to put a bit of beans down here because it is muddy. Just gently let the momentum carry me through. Yeah, and I think that when you're travelling on your own, especially in a dirty, muddy vehicle that's not like ostentatious and not got like loads of overland kit strapped to the top and decals and all that sort of stuff, it's just a pretty bog standard from the outside, just looks like a bog standard truck. You don't seem to get as much aggro. Just going to double check the map here, but pretty sure we're going right.